Hi guys, I'm back. I'm here to do a check-in for the new moon coming up in 2 days. So on the 17th, okay? If I had no, I don't have my backup phone in here. Otherwise, I would tell you at exact time, but I don't have it in here. Sorry. I hope you're all doing well. I've been noticing too, so if you guys have been noticing, even though it's Mars that just went into retrograde, noticing a lot of like Mercury retrograde tech issues happening. Okay, it's not just me either. Some of the members of my tribe are also noticing the same weird things. So if you guys have been noticing that too, that's probably reason. They had me grab the Moonology deck here, so we'll just start there. All right, guys, I'm going to do an extended as well. It's going to be available on my Patreon. If you guys are not familiar with that, I have a new Patreon service. It's a special extra content is what you guys get for $8.88 a month. So if you would like to join my Patreon, the information is below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe because it really helps support the channel. Okay, guys, my Amazon wish list is below. And the information to book personal readings or healing sessions is also below. Perfect. Yeah, like the video, guys. If you don't like it by the end, feel free to take it back. Thanks, guys. All right, so, ooh, I like this. All right, so the overall energy we're starting with is a win-win. Outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. We're coming up on Libra season really quick. Everything going back into karmic balance here, okay, guys? This is the color of that soul star chakra up here where we manifest from, but this is also where the Akashic records are kept, okay? So things going back into karmic balance up there. And when things are in karmic balance on the 5D, right, and karmic balance, it manifests on the 3D, okay? No more debt down here as well. Lovely. Okay. Expect powerful change. Yes. And this is true. This is very, very true. So a lot of you, if you need some hope out there, I'm going to let you know the masculines are definitely waking up and they are doing their work. I'm so friggin' proud of my masculine. Oh my gosh. I can't even, like, I just want to hug him so big right now. Like, he's just made so many big strides in such a short period of time. I'm his biggest cheerleader. Go, baby, go. I'm so happy for him. Okay, so new moon eclipse. Expecting powerful change. Okay, guys, even if you're not seeing 3D evidence yet, just please trust me on it, okay? Oh, orbs. All right, I noticed this the other day. I was talking about this on my Instagram live. Okay, we had a little bit of an argument because, well, those of you who know me know my shadow side is Harley Quinn, and sometimes she comes out and I freak out for no apparent good reason. And Chaos and Tornado Kim came coming at poor Jeff the other day, and he didn't see it coming, and you just kind of do that whole, like, back away slowly. I don't know what the fuck is going on thing, but oh my gosh, oh, he handled it so well, and he was, like, much more mature about the whole situation than I was, and I was like, what kind of alternate universe are we in where he's more mature than me? But I really had to, like, look at myself and be, oh my god, you are being such a spoiled brat right now. And to give myself shit. Oh my gosh. But yes, it's just all about communication, guys. It's coming in, it's opening up. My throat chakra is clearing as I'm saying this, and communication is key, is the card we're getting, okay? Again, with the clearing out. Now, remember, communication's a two-way street. You must listen as well, okay? And I'm hearing the word compromise. All right, we have a time for healing. That's what this has been. All right, so if you feel like you've been in a period of pause or stagnation, no, this was divinely orchestrated so you could face those last fears and triggers and release them so you could move up, okay? What I notice is every time I have a really dark moment, like the dark night of the souls gets shorter and shorter and shorter. You just move through them quicker, right? Because I notice that every time one of these happens, I have a major breakthrough after, like a huge level up. So while I'm in the middle of the darkness, I just remember that, and it propels me forward that much faster. Okay, so I don't know who needed to hear that, but do it. All right, hold your vision. Hold your vision. Don't let those fears creep in and screw you up, okay? And we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. I have been channeling for a solid year that something big was coming with the Taurus full moon. Now, I thought this was last year, but I seem to have been channeling about a year in advance. Now, at the time, I thought, okay, maybe this is Taurus season, which is May. May happened, okay? And I looked up when the next Taurus full moon was going to happen, and it happens to be Halloween night. Now, this is going to be a big night, guys, because it is the night that the clocks go back, so we're getting an extra hour. It's Halloween, it's a full moon, and it's on a weekend. And you know, it's so crazy. I remember one full moon ever my whole life. There was probably more than that, but I remember one very key one. I was just a little girl, very little girl, probably 6, 7, 8 years old, not sure. And I was dressed up as a witch for the very first time in my entire life. And it was one of those bright orange harvest full moons. It was beautiful. And I was trick-or-treating with my daddy and my little brother. And I remember just being so mesmerized by it. And with my hat, I was just so proud and full of power. And I'll never forget that moment. Never. And I don't know. It's so weird. It's just, we're going to have a full moon this Halloween and it's going to be big. I just know it is. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. So I'm going to grab some, yes, the season of the witch here are calling me. Because it is, in fact, the season of the witch right now. Okay, can I get some collective messages, please? Ooh, that one jumped out. Nature spirits coming out right away. I have felt that Fae energy, that presence around lately. If you want to leave an offering for the Fae, that's a really cool thing to do. If you have like a sacred area, maybe where you light a candle or you put a crystal or whatever, if you have an altar space too, whatever, you know, leave an offering for the Fae. There, some coins, milk and honey. They like that sweet stuff. It's beautiful. Okay. All right. So we have, oh yes, I like this. Okay. So a couple cards coming out here. The first one we had, as I said, was nature spirits. This is a lovely card. We have the bird there too. So birds could be very significant and really speaking to you at this time. Okay. I'm also seeing, like she's got the buck horns there, and that's like a promise of union sign, right? Nature spirits. Let's see. The buck is also about pathfinder energy, okay? Dropping into your gut and going back to your senses and not just depending on your logic all the time, okay? Sorry, this one doesn't have an index, so I made my own. So just bear with me while I find it. 106. Okay. 106 if you're following numbers. Sacred and playfulness. Nature spirits are fun, silly little things who enjoy laughter and a bit of mischief. They're youthful and sometimes immature. That's because they're connected to the freedom and the expression of the world in ways that humans may never be. They see things in the smallest scale and know that life is meant to be enjoyed, even among the chaos that sometimes feels like a downright threatening of survival, though they are not always recognized for their sacredness. Often, fairies are reduced to the tricks of a child's mind. The idea of welcoming a fairy into your life is something that is left behind as adulthood comes calling. Yet the world of the Fae has existed alongside the human world for millennia. Celtic ancestors saw and believed in fairies as much as they saw and believed in their own hands. To them, the Fae were the ones with the same magic and played the role in a much bigger universe than what meets the eye. Though the ancestors lived a much simpler time, generations passed where they were one with nature in ways that modern society has lost. Today, we face pollution, chemical warfare, rush hour traffic, crippling debt, inflation, and the list goes on and on. Our advancements in technology are certainly impressive, but have taken us further away from the important. The things that hold no monetary value, yet are still priceless. And isn't this what this pandemic has been really teaching us too? So if you have pulled the Nature Spirits card, it could be because you have overlooked little details in your everyday grind. There could be small things in your life that are sacred, but you have not been giving them the proper space. This could be a family member, perhaps a child that wants to see you more, or even a relative that you have not spoken to in a long time, but would love to receive a call from you. It could also be a project in your home, or a project, looking within. After all, your home too is what protects you from danger. All right. Could be yourself. Perhaps there are projects that have gone on the back burner indefinitely. And of course, it could be the ability to feel. When was the last time you felt genuine joy, had a big gut-curdling laugh, or felt truly loved and supported? You're being asked to be more mindful of the little things in life. What are some things that have nothing to do with money, but everything to do with your well-being? These things are calling to you now, desperate for your attention. They need you to remember the little things that make the world go round, just as much as you acknowledge the bigger themes in life. All right, beautiful message there. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, now I like this. We have Banshee, but it's in reverse. That's what I like. Okay, because the Banshee's not so nice. All right, but in reverse, that's a good thing. All right, so let's just find it. Yeah, it kind of scared me when I saw that come out at first, but then I noticed it was in reverse. Okay, this one's on page 61. So this is a card of a warning. Wrath can be a very dangerous energy for those who carry it. You may think that your anger is hurting whoever it's directed at, but truth be told, anger is only poisonous to yourself and your own spirit, and to the one who is angry. Sure, anger can be harnessed and used in creative ways that have positive results, but not if you turn your anger into a grudge. Doing so would turn you into the equivalent of a banshee, someone so lost in heartache that they only speak of more tragedy. Don't let wrath and envy overcome you, even when it seems the powers that be are working against you. You can choose to hold on to your anger or be reborn. I like that. You can let the anger go, knowing the power of pure and unconditional love. Okay, I like that, guys. So let that anger go. Strong message there. Maybe carrying some resentment too, some anger at your twin. All right, let that stuff go. That's can be causing an energetic blockage for you, right? Because if you're angry, they feel that energetically and they're not going to come forward. So if you're getting mad because they're not coming forward, you're just manifesting more of that because that anger is sitting there and they're still not going to come forward, and you're just getting more and more mad that they haven't come forward. It's just a never-ending cycle. You just need to release it, okay? Just release it. Okay, and then we have grief here. Yeah, see? Moving away and releasing this as well. Releasing grief, all right? Releasing these ties that are binding us. I like that. Okay, let's see. Where's this one? Sorry. $93. Mourning and loss. Grief can be uncomfortable between feeling everything and feeling nothing. It isn't exclusive to losing someone either. Grief can manifest when you feel like you've been a failure or when you have regret. It can creep up on you and overwhelm you when you feel guilty. It can leave you feeling all the feelings of nothing or even feeling both at the same time. Likewise, you can get so lost in your grief that you forget to live. We mourn for things that have long since slipped through our fingers. We find ourselves in some sort of limbo, living half dead. This can happen when you spend too much time searching and missing for what you have lost and forgetting to be grateful for what's left behind and the lessons you carried forward and what you still have in your life. Grief can mean that you have a lack of satisfaction about where you're at in your life right now. What you have are perhaps more appropriate. What you don't have. So focusing on lack, which means you'll manifest more of it. Okay, guys? You have to focus, have an attitude of gratitude, and watch how fast things will shift. You're putting too much of your focus on what's missing and have cut off the rest of the world as a result. There are still people and opportunities for you if you will only lift your head and take a look at what's around you. Remember, life goes on. When you've suffered a loss, mourn for the things that you wanted and didn't get or hadn't lost, but be sure to keep going. The universe never takes something away without giving you something in its place. Okay, guys? So releasing this, I talked about this on my live on IG too, and I've been channeling this for a year too. All of our miracles and our abundance and stuff like that is coming in when we remove those swords from our heart, right? I've been saying this for a year, pulling out the Excalibur, that last sword of grief in our own hearts that's blocking our manifestations from coming in. It's so crazy because I have my own Excalibur. I bought this for myself when I came out as a witch over 13 years ago. Hold on. Okay, look at that. That's my Excalibur. Okay, and it's so crazy because if you guys have seen Cursed, you know Merlin pulled Excalibur from his body. Didn't come from a stone. The same shit I've been saying for a year. Mind blown. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, now the black cat's been coming up a lot, and I've been hearing her meowing and scratching at the door. She's been trying to get in here. Orb, Miss Italy. So the black cat is all about independence and self-care. We're going to read this message. This is on 8. So that's your abundance number. We're just talking about that coming in. Okay. Independence, survival, and grace. Hello, cat with 9 lives. Cats are incredibly graceful creatures who can rival the snobbiest of humans, but they're also great at self-care. They are fiercely independent and value their time and space above all things. It isn't that cats don't love affection. They love being loved just as much as anything else. However, cats are very concerned with their own sense of self-care that it becomes their top priority. They put their health and well-being above all other things. Cats are also quite luxurious and mysterious. They move in a way that commands respect and awe. They are the ultimate symbol of empowerment and setting boundaries, 2 things that every witch needs to be successful in her craft. No wonder cats are a favorite among familiars. When the black cat comes purring into your reading, you may be asked to find your independence. Get some you time in so that you can find your footing again. It can be so easy to get lost in the chaos that when you do have a lot going on, staring at the same things doesn't offer a fresh perspective. Alternately, 1,000 different opinions in your environment can cause a mental overload. In most cases, taking a step back to see the bigger picture is the best way to get some fresh ideas about where to go next, how to solve a problem, or how to get you out of a funk. Remember, you time doesn't have to be dramatic. Having a 20-minute coffee break at your local coffee shop can be just as rewarding as an all-day staycation. When it comes to you time, quality over quantity, always. Additionally, black cats ask you to learn the power of saying no. And I just did a post the other day about people pleasing, guys. That's something that's being healed right now. It's a mother wound, all right? And we're moving it out of the collective right now, but we need to stop that shit, okay? We all have to set boundaries and rules. We cannot expect others to know what is okay or what is not okay without some guidance. Nor can we expect others to know when we have too much on our plates if we don't communicate this and let things continue to pile on. Know that it's always okay to say no. Doing so isn't selfish, and it doesn't mean that you don't care. It's just a sign of self-respect, and it will help those in your immediate circle in the long term. You cannot give what you don't have, okay? And we teach people how to treat us. So we have to vocalize these things, okay? So they know, all right? Yes, I'm psychic. But I'm not psychic about those things, okay? So you can't expect me to just know these things and then be angry with me when I don't know these things. Get me? Okay, guys, I'm going to do some really quick channel things I don't say love messages or my amas favoritas, okay? Ooh. And then, like I said, I will be doing an extended for my Patreon people. I will also be doing a naughty messages extended orb for my Patreon people as well. All right, so if you are interested in knowing some pick-a-pile naughty desires, that will be available for my magicians. All right. Okay, guys, let's get these messages here. I'm your biggest fan. Aw. You're my matching puzzle piece, my perfect fit. I have loose ends to tie up, but no, I will come for you. I find myself bringing up your name in conversations more and more. Aw. I can hear you. Send me telepathic messages. When I ran from you, I was only running from myself. I want to claim that ass. Hashtag mine. Okay. And you are intimidating in the sexiest way. All right, guys. Those are the messages for you guys today from Spirit. I'm wishing you so much love, light, magic, blessings, and witch third eye kisses. Miss Merlin, the Good Witch of the North, out. J'adore.